Thank you for watching my self-interview and considering me to spin at your celebration. I hope I can answer some of your questions here before your party. Who are you? I'm DJ Dumplings, aka Damus. What got you into DJing? Sitting in the back of the family car in the 90s listening to the radio thinking I could mix one song into another. When did you start DJing? 2003, after high school. What type of events do you DJ? Most of my work at the moment is in weddings, followed by corporate, council, and community events. I do really enjoy playing a variety of music, especially to a diverse crowd. How many songs do you play at a party? About 20 to 30 songs per hour, minus the time for formalities, awards, games, and speeches. Do you have any sample mixes we can listen to? Yes, I have both live performances and some pre-recorded sets on YouTube. How many songs do you want us to choose? Preferred a minimum of 30 and a maximum of 150. I can help you fill in the gaps too. You can also list all the songs, artists, and genres you don't like. How do we keep track of important music? We will use a combination of Google Sheets and store the bulk of the songs, preferably in a credible music platform like Spotify. What will you do with a Spotify playlist? I normally export this into CSV file, then I will source, prepare, and check off each song one by one. Sometimes I can see who added the song. For the songs I plan to beat mix with, I'll set beat grids and cue points such as intro, verse, break, and outro. The ballad style songs will be placed into a background music mixtape or two. Can you play clean edits and flag any sad songs? Yes, totally. I can source radio edits from my record pools and flag sad songs for your review. When do you need our song choices and playlist by? Preferably 1 to a month and a half prior to your event. This just gives me time to prepare, program, refine set lists, and make any suggestions. How do you work with other suppliers? For celebrants and MCs I work with, I normally send an SMS to introduce myself and see if they need anything. For photographers and videographers, we'll work on any lighting needs and audio recordings on the day. For florists, we can optimize lighting, remind the guests if they should take any flowers home at the end of the night, and if you like, we can put some flowers aside for preservation. Last but not least, for the venue, checking in for any noise restrictions, policies around bumping in, using the loading dock, cable management, use of fog machines, and if the venue I haven't been to yet, within reason, I would love to tee up a site visit. What other things do you need from us? Floor plan and run sheet will be great so I can plan sound coverage and cross-check timings, activities, and even names of all the VIPs to offer a more personalized experience. Any important song edits you would like, discuss any nuances and special iterations perhaps in our Zoom meet to avoid any awkwardness and maximize the day. Do you offer any rehearsals? Yes, I normally bump in early to offer rehearsals and sound test opportunities for you, your guests, your celebrant, your MC, and or your band. How long does it take you to set up? With my DJ booth, sound, lighting, and special effects, rehearsal and sound test time, I prefer anywhere between 3 and 5 hours. We also need to factor in traffic, school zone, logistics, and weather. Can you travel long distances? Yes, the furthest within Australia has been driving down to Melbourne for a few bar gigs. Second furthest has been Crackenback near Jindabyne for a rustic wedding. The furthest I've DJed outside the country is in Japan, in Roppongi and Ginza. Do you charge any travel fees? Any trips more than an hour from Sydney will incur a travel fee. Any trips requiring 3 or more hours drive may incur accommodation, fuel, and possibly opportunity cost fee, just due to the long travel time. Do you have any party tricks? Apart from getting down on the D floor, my party trick would be a smooth tempo jump from one song to another. This normally surprises the crowd in a good way and raises the energy in the room. Can you edit a song for our choreography? Yes, totally. Normally unlimited edits for important songs when you book me. We can chop and change songs and reproduce something you saw on TikTok, or shorten songs by bringing a verse or a chorus forward. What gear do you use? Currently the Pioneer Rev 7 or the Pioneer DDJ SX2 controller paired with Serato software. I own Electro Voice, QSC, and Bose speakers. I also use Shure, Sennheiser, and LD System wireless mics paired with enhanced antennas. Can you fill a large room, say for 500 guests? Yes, I have enough speakers for sound coverage for speeches and background music for up to 500 guests. I would set up 6 to 8 speakers, test, tuned, and spread out before the doors open. If the in-house sound system is agreeably sufficient, we can use that instead. How do you source music? I have a paid subscription to record pools and predominantly use high quality MP3s that are 320 kbps. Can you work outdoors in ceremonies without access to power? Yes, I have various EcoFlow camping power stations to juice up all my equipment to last 4 to 6 hours. I also have weatherproofing options for both light rain and the hot Australian weather scenarios. What sort of lighting and special effects do you offer? If our venue allows it and you opt in, I'll bring in my gobos, butterfly lights, lasers, uplights, haze machines, smoke machines, and or disco ball. What safety measures and backup plans do you have? For power outages, I have battery options. For health, stretching, exercising, eating well, wearing face masks when going to the shops. For equipment, I have 2 or 3 of everything. Mrs. Dumplings or my crew can also transport backup equipment. Legal-wise, I hold public indemnity insurance certificate, working with Children Check and Test and Tag Register. Worst case scenario where I'm incapacitated, I'll seek alternative DJs or entertainers for you to hand over our music preparations, program, and the brief. Do you work with bands? Yes, we can connect the band's mixer to my sound system. I've worked with 5-piece bands, sax players, violinists, and guitarists. Do you offer event games? Yes, at the moment, happy to help develop and soundtrack heads or tails trivia, scavenger hunt, and pass a parcel. Also happy to lend you twerk pong, countdown buzzer, and hand speed games. I can also put up some DJ Dumplings merch as a prize or two. Can you record our speeches? Yes, I typically use Zoom F3 32-bit float or Zoom H1N 24-bit recorders. I also offer line out for your videographer to record audio. Can you MC our event? My MCing is still in its infancy at the time of making this video. I do have some experience MCing at weddings and council events, in charge of making basic announcements, running games, and keeping the program moving along smoothly. What will you be wearing? For formal events, I will suit up like this, otherwise I will dress to theme. How busy are you? After COVID, I booked 118 events in 2022, and honestly, I did burn out a little. Since then, my focus shifted to using that experience to offer higher quality and production standards to each event. This means limiting my bookings to 1 to 2 maximum per week. What else do you offer? Lately, I've been offering video guest books, multi-angle ceremony videography, and camcorder footage on the D floor. What are your hobbies? Recreational tennis, traveling and exploring with my wife, Mrs. Dumplings. Describe yourself in 3 words. Reliable, resourceful, and meticulous. How do we stay in contact? I'm available for an initial Zoom meet over the phone, SMS, email, and social media. I normally respond within 1 to 2 days on weekdays, as I'm usually at gigs on the weekend. Do we need a follow-up Zoom meeting? We can certainly have one. Alternatively, I will provide a video screen grab, combing through all the important song snippets and cue points for your review and feedback, approximately 1 or 2 weeks from your event date. Can we reserve you before we decide? Yes, if there are no other inquiries on your event date, I will offer you first right of refusal for a week or 2 from the time of your request. How do we secure a booking with you? I will send you an invoice with the chosen options and initial deposit instructions to secure our booking. Final balance is normally due 1 month prior to your event. What are your payment options? Bank deposit, credit card, PayPal, and cash. Installments are accepted. Thank you for getting all the way to the end of my video. I look forward to working and celebrating with you.